good old Henry. I had a few of these, but the older ones seems to last much longer. Common issue on these younger ones, say that the made in last 4 or 5 years. It's plugged in, it's turned on. Watch this, the power light. Come on. The problem is, this is brilliant system, but on these younger ones they don't use as quality materials as they used to did. So you got live neutral coming up to 2 ring plates underneath this handle, and then you got 2 prongs, like a springy bits of brassy metal with 2 little contactor plates on end that rubbing on them 2 circular plates. And as you turning this, it's all the time achieving the contact underneath from the springy things onto these plates. What happens on these younger ones, they make these little plates from cheap material and it just burns out. But rest of the vacuum is good. So easiest way is, whilst they're already making it cheap, just buy replacement. It is cheap, it's only a couple quid. So I got the plates, there you go. That's what we got. Contactor plates. There you go. And it's easy to replace. All you need to do is get the head off, unplug it off the wall, and unscrew these screws around. They used to have Phillips. Now they changed that to Torx. So let's see if I got small enough slotted that will fit into Torx. Yes, small slotted into Torx. Should have keep Phillips. Would have been much easier. Or have a Torx screw with a large slotted head. Same way is to replace on and off switch. Very easy to replace and they're cheap as well. So, as you can see, that's our plate 1 and plate 2. That's where we get phase and, screws down. So these are 2 plates, live and neutral. You can see 2 wires there. Oops, neutral and live. They're connected to that. They go into the switch, and then to motor. And this is our rewind thing, and these are the contactor plates that are completely gone. Look at that one, completely burned out. It's not even in here anymore. So I'm just going to unwind this fully. Makes life a bit easier. And we got 3 screws here. Where I use small slotted is like that. It fits directly onto opposite cams of this torque screw. I'm going to change size. So you can see the old ones, the issue with them is that contacting material there is very, very rubbish. So these are aftermarket ones, obviously someone redesigned them. I think these are done on the same way like the old ones have been. So you got little screws there that you connect that contacting plate with a transfer plate. And then you can see these, they got 2 contacting blobs that will then run on like that. So you have 2 contacts, and you got 2 of these, one for inner, one for outer. They are a bit fiddly. Yeah. Pliers on one side. I just use pliers on this locking nut, and maybe I should turn it the other way around, put locking nut and screw coming this way. Yeah, I'll do that so it doesn't protrude down too much. Should be something like this. I will be able to adjust angle of these in a minute. So just get it in. So this slot and in there. See how tiny this little locking nut is. So all in all, shouldn't take more than 10 minutes to do this repair, and this service kit cost, I think it was like 5 or 6 quid, so it's not a big deal. Let's do the other one. So now I'm going to try to explain aligning of these contactor plates. So we got center point, we got inner circle and outer circle. So same here, we got a center point. So these two are going to rub immediately around the inner circle. So these are for this inner plate here. And then these two here, they're following the outline of the outer circle that goes across here like that. So just need to make sure that they are sprung upwards, because they are springy, and as our contact goes down they will spring in. So that's basically that. So we got these two will run for inner circle, and these two outer one will run for outer circle plate. That one there. Could really cleaner, maybe something better, but it doesn't matter. So now, I mean, you can, to test it, you can just pop it on, make sure it's off on the switch, plug it in, turn the power on. As you can see, don't touch there, live power. As you can see on the light here, it's contacting well. See? So unplug it now again, and let's put stuff back together. So motor assembly off on the side. Let's get this cable in. So we got 3 screws. this way around. This guide is a bit fiddly. There's only one way it can go in. Right, let's check this now. Much better than before. Much better. Extended the life of it.